Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto. 7:30 here on our Friday morning. The 67 people in total from the plane and military helicopter collision near D.C. are believed to be dead. Multiple agencies are searching the Potomac River, recovering what they can. A law enforcement officer familiar with the matter tells CBS News at least 40 bodies have been recovered. CBS News also learned that just one air traffic control worker managed the helicopters and planes Wednesday night, a job that's normally done by two people at that time of day. Now, the NTSB says the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder were recovered from the crash site. They'll be analyzed in a lab next. They expect to release a preliminary report on the crash in 30 days to lay out some of their findings. It is not likely to include a probable cause. Two Georgia families, along with the country, still shaken. This is video from a prayer vigil last night in Wichita, Kansas, where that American Airlines plane had taken off before that catastrophe. Officials say at least 14 of the 67 victims are still unaccounted for. Recovery efforts are expected to pick back up this morning. This tragedy hits closer to home for some, the figure skating community, including right here in the CSRA, in mourning. Former Augusta figure skating coach Lori Crane tells us she hopes to honor the victims at an upcoming championship. In March, Lori will be at the 2025 World Figure Skating Championship hosted by the Boston Figure Skating Club. Two of that club's figure skaters were on the flight. She says she doesn't know them personally, but she does know almost every figure skater's goal is the Olympics. And she says it's devastating to see their lives taken away before they get a chance to achieve that goal.
All skaters at that level, they have invested so much time and money and energy. That is their end goal. So it's just so sad that their lives were taken away so early that they didn't get to achieve what they wanted to.
It's why she hopes to honor them at the championship. She says once you're in the figure skating world, you are family. New this morning, a suspect is behind bars for a 2024 shooting. Taking a look right now at Quindarius Warthall. Records show the 26-year-old is charged with possession of a weapon, aggravated assault, and more. His arrest is in connection to the Circle K shooting last April. Deputies say an argument turned violent off Peach Orchard Road. One person was hurt. Authorities say one suspect went into the store and started a fight with the victims. They say the fight led outside and ended with the victim's car blocking the other suspect's car. That's when investigators mentioned the second suspect came out with a gun. Now, based on the incident report, they wrote it was a man, Warthall. Gunshots then followed. No word yet if they're looking for that other suspect. A second murder suspect sits in jail in the July 2024 shooting death of a homeless woman. He's on your left now, Jaden Polite, along with the first suspect there, Tracy Martin, who was arrested Wednesday after a chase ended in a crash. Deputies say Polite was arrested yesterday after a standoff at a home in Moultrie, Georgia, about 4 hours from Augusta. Deputies say they found 3 guns, gas masks, and drugs inside. Polite and Martin both face murder charges in the death of R.G. Jones. Deputies out in Washington County say a man is arrested after his coworker was run over. The sheriff's office says they went to Highway 102 yesterday to look into a pedestrian hit. Deputies say the victim and the suspect got into a fight while traveling together, and the victim had to be airlifted to a trauma center for treatment. Deputies arrested 37-year-old Larry Brooks afterwards. He's charged with aggravated assault, reckless driving, and more. Richmond County investigators need your help finding these two missing people. 17-year-old Emma Caldwell is there on the left. She was last seen leaving her home on Barlow Road on the 15th and may be on the way to Columbia County. They're also still looking for 61-year-old Joseph Hancock, who disappeared before Christmas. Investigators say they got word he could be either in Marietta or Atlanta since New Year's. If you or anyone you know has seen Hancock or Caldwell, call the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. The Aiken County community is expected to have more people without a home this year compared to last. The county is close to finishing its point-in-time count. The final numbers will be submitted to the Midlands Area Consortium, or MOC, by today for verification. Although the data isn't finalized, officials say what they see is not positive. They found homeless encampments from Clearwater to Aiken, and one coordinator says the surveys may not fully represent what the county needs.
Our numbers are very close to what we had last year. And that's extremely high considering some of them were in a warming station and we can't count the warming stations, or, they stayed with a friend, but they were back out on the street the next night.
Aiken County is also expected to have the highest homeless population numbers compared to other counties in MOC. The Department of Public Health and Project Refresh will hold a Shower at May Park event today from 9 to noon on 4th Street. Community partners will be on hand along with food and health screenings. Free pickups to and from the event will start at 8:30 this morning from the Broad Street Transfer Center, Salvation Army Center of Hope, Gap Ministries, Master's Table Soup Kitchen, and the Richmond County Health Department. A former Augusta mayor is getting recognition. The Lucy Craft Laney Museum of Black History celebrated the life and legacy of former Mayor Edward McIntyre Sr. yesterday. He served as Augusta's first black mayor from 1981 to 1983. Under his leadership, the concept and development of the Augusta Riverwalk came to fruition, transforming the Savannah riverfront into a vibrant and cherished community space. Today, the city is honoring McIntyre with a naming ceremony at the Riverwalk, and the event will take place at noon. The Burke County Board of Commissioners is set to hold public meetings soon around the homestead exemption. They're required to schedule 3 by state law. All of them will be at the historic Burke County Courthouse on Liberty Street next month. 2 of them will be on February 12th at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. The last one will be February 17th at 9 a.m. That's it for the news side of things this morning. Let's send it over now to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong for a check at your weather.
All right, Nick, we're talking about what's going to be a windy finish to the month of January and to the week. Wind advisory will go into effect. Lake wind advisory, that is 10 a.m. until 1 a.m. in the morning. Expecting those south winds this time, picking up 10 to 20 throughout the day. But the gusts can get up there as 30 miles per hour. We've had just about a gentle breeze come up between 3 and 5 over the last couple of hours. Look at Atlanta, though. Atlanta is already experiencing some gusts above 20 miles an hour. So that will be part of our planner as we go through the afternoon hours. We're getting a nice look at a little sunshine coming up over the eastern sky in the Grovetown Live Eye camera. Really nice look downriver from the Thurman Dam cam. But a mix of sun and clouds for today. Most of our day is expected to be dry. We don't really anticipate that rain threat to start moving in until the late afternoon commute. So once we get into 4 or 5 o'clock, that will start coming up. But it's a cool 43, staying away from the freezing mark just about everywhere. Even 50-degree temperatures. It hadn't been all that bad for you in Burke County around Waynesboro, Wrightsville at 50, the same for Bamberg. So thrown in there are 40s and 50s to begin the day. But it's a quick jump into the middle 70s as that southerly wind really helps drive our temperatures up. Later on this evening, moving past 5 p.m., that's when our chances for rain start moving in just a little bit more. Highs today, everybody's got a good shot, at least low to mid 70s. Models, now they might be getting a little bit too excited with an 80-degree mark, but with really strong southerly winds, we are expected to see a big jump in those temps. Now, coming through the weekend, we'll draw back just a little bit. We'll have that front passing through after midnight. Not near as windy tomorrow or Sunday. Sunday being Groundhog Day. And just kind of looking ahead at what will be a very warmer than average planter continuing out of next week. So talking of strong winds gusting up today, 30 plus, the showers and maybe an embedded storm coming in as that front passes through later this evening. But the good news is we're not expecting a severe weather threat. Dry temperatures for the weekend. And boy, even though we get 60s back, it looks like a cool trend on the way. Not the case. Going right back in the middle to upper 70s all the way out to Thursday of next week. Have a great day, everybody.